All right, we're back in the kitchen right now cooking up some chicken piccata. This is the segment where we're actually going to get our hands dirty, use that pan, start cooking it up. We have a couple of chicken cutlets dredging here in a mixture.
Absolutely. We got our pan on about a medium to high heat.
Okay.
And the reason I put it on medium to high is because when I'm using a Teflon pan, little olive oil, that flour, I told you earlier, we're going to make it a little crusty.
Right,
it's going to give it that seared in flavor. All the juices are going to be stuck in the middle. That's what we want.
Right, now you don't want to use breadcrumbs. You just want to use
just a little simple flour.
Flour, right.
Measure it out, little olive oil, you know.
I love how this guy measures ingredients. Eyeball it, right?
That's the Italian cooking.
You're good at it. I know.
Absolutely.
I'm not,
You've been doing it as long as I have. You know?
That's true. We met at the Italian Fest last summer.
That's right.
And you got a great deal on eggplant that I really like.
Well,
I didn't show up in time to pick it up, so hopefully you can.
I was a little mad, but I enjoyed the eggplant. It was Sicilian eggplant. You said you couldn't get it anywhere.
Sweet eggplant. It's
just
great.
So you know, I got it shipped in all the way from Italy. It was so bad. It was delicious. Just so
I bet it was. I'm glad somebody benefited.
Oh, no doubt.
All right, so we got our chicken frying in there.
Chicken is frying. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the shrimp, just so I make sure that I have it cooked all the way.
What role do the shrimp play in this dish? That you're just going to put them in on the side with the chicken, or
it's just lovely.
It just gives you another.
It just gives you another dimension. It's such a nice twist on this dish, and you know. When you add it to the hot oil, it starts to turn a little pinkish.
Sure. All right.
That way you know it's done.
That's right. Now, how many minutes on each side of that piece of chicken?
I'm going to say about 2.5.
Not even 3. Okay, 2.5
Not
minutes.
even 3.
So you don't want to overcook it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what we're going to do while that's cooking?
Yeah.
As you can see, when I flip it, it's got a nice crust to it.
Yeah, right around the edges, that golden brown you were talking about. Perfect. Yeah.
I'm going to get my red onion, which it's going to add a little sweetness to it.
Sweetness, right.
And I like to chop it up fine. You know, you don't want a big hunk of onion in your mouth, but it just gives you a nice flavor.
You just dump it right in.
Throw it right in. Capers. It's a little flower bud.
If you don't like capers, a lot of people don't like the saltiness. There's some people out there.
This is the dish. You got to put
But that makes it the piccata dish, right?
It makes the piccata dish. Right. Now, I said before, cook it the way I make it. Right. Okay. If you don't want to cook it the way I make it, come in and eat it.
I'd rather have you cook it the way you make it. And also, you have another show coming up on the CW now.
I do. It's on Sunday nights at 10:30, and it's sponsored in part by Russell Salvatore, Russell Steaks, Chops, and More. He's one of the producers of the show. And it features myself, Krista Van Wagner of Curly's, Tucker Curtin of The Steer, and Art Christie of the world-famous Frontier Catering, who's letting us use his kitchen today. Wow. And the chemistry between us...
A lot of talent.
Yeah, a lot of talent. And we go all over Western New York showing the culinary whereabouts and the chefs and you know, just opening up a whole new world of things for people to see.
And I don't think you'll ever run out of ideas.
No, not in
Western
Buffalo,
New York,
man.
Great food around here.
Buffalo's amazing for food, absolutely.
And you know, when you have a restaurant for 23 years, then you should get your own TV show.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. So I'm going to add another twist, because I like to put twists in these things. A little bit of crushed red pepper seed.
And will that, if the heat's hot enough, won't that just kind of liquefy?
It'll liquefy. It'll go down, but you'll still get a bite of it.
Right,
it just gives you that little bit of, what is that? That's awesome.
Yeah, right.
That little Romano cheese.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Now, this is one of the keys right here.
I don't want to know what that is. What is
that? Is a little whole butter. Everything's butter with butter, as Krista Van Wagner says of Curly's. And I'm going to finish it with some white wine.
Yes, that's another main ingredient to the chicken.
That is the main ingredient, no doubt.
So you get it all in here and you just let it sit a little bit?
Let it sit, and what will happen is that butter will melt, and it'll create a nice creamy sauce for us.
Okay.
And we're going to finish it with some fresh parsley just to give it some nice color.
Now, by putting the wine in there, you're also taking the temperature down a little bit.
Taking the temperature down, burn, and we're cooking it, giving it all, you know, what it's going to do is going to reduce. And another reason I flour it is that flour is going to make a roux. Basically, with the butter, and it's going to make a nice topping for our dish.
Sounds great. It really smells great. You can really smell the white wine.
No doubt. This is one of my favorites.
But everything is absorbing all the ingredients in there, which is great. And this is just, you're doing this in just a regular old pan here. Just
a regular old saute pan, and truthfully, we're done. It was that quick.
Beautiful. That was really, those shrimp cooked up real fast, too.
Oh, yeah. When they're defrosted, they cook in a matter of a minute.
All right. So, how long did this just take us from beginning, start to finish? What do you think?
4.5, 5 minutes.
So if I'm at home, I got to cook for the kids. This is definitely something I can whip up pretty quickly.
This is most definitely something you can whip up.
I bet you're going to take that sauce and pour it all over.
And we are. Yeah. And there you have it.
Wow, amazing.
One of my catchphrases, L-O-V-E. Have you ever seen love?
Beautiful.
That's
love
it.
on a plate. Well,
chicken and shrimp piccata. Thanks for having me.
Marco, thank you.